Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 23, Tears Like Rain. Last episode, we got a flashback on Vanitas and Misha and how they met the Vampire of the Blue Moon. And the Vampire of the Blue Moon, after the experiment that they have gone through with Dr. Moreau, he told them that they were, sooner or later, they were going to die and he was going to try to find a way to heal them. But then he's like, there's only one way that he didn't want to go through with that way, but is to make them he part of his clan, basically. Misha jumped at the opportunity, but Vanitas did not. So yeah, we also learned that Vanitas' mother died during childbirth, and then his father and the troop that they were traveling with were killed by vampires. And then I think he got saved by the chasseurs, and because of what happened to his father, he wanted to join the chasseur and go after the vampires, but then Dr. Moreau faked his death and basically has been holding him hostage ever since then, in order to go through his experiments and everything. And so at the end of that flashback, we come back to Vanitas facing Misha right now, and he's like, what have you done to NOE? And that's where the episode ended. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys are my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. There's a reason why I do these. Of all the three, not on both, but like, I react to three things at once, Vanitas, Bungo Stray Dogs, and right now the Slam Diaries. I always put the Slam Diaries at the end because I know it's going to give me joy. The other two, I don't know what I'm going to get out of it. So that's why I start with them, either one. But usually I start with Vanitas. The reason being, after the way this episode ended, I was just here feeling like I want to use a curse word, but I don't curse. I feel really bad. So I don't like seeing friends fight. Like it hurts my soul. It breaks me up inside. Makes me want to cry. I feel like crying right now. Yes, Vanitas is not. He doesn't share a lot about himself. And we know the kind of person that NOE is. He's a kind, gentle person. He doesn't want to kill anybody. Last episode, we saw this flashback of Vanitas where the Vampire of the Blue Moon is like, you are truly a kind child. He's willing to hurt himself as long as other people are safe. Like, he's willing. He doesn't mind hurting himself. He doesn't mind dying, but he doesn't want other people to get hurt because of him. NOE said so in this episode. And to see these two people that have been on this journey since the very beginning being forced to fight because of Mikhail, I don't like him. I really do not like him. I think it's the laughter for me. I don't like him. So when Vanitas showed up there and he's like, "What did you do to Noe?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't do anything. I just let him drink my blood because he didn't know anything about us, and I wanted him to drink mine before he drank yours." And that's when Vanitas said, "Oh, so that's what you want? So excuse me. So you don't remember anything about what happened with Luna?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't remember. So it's normal that I would want to know what happened." And Vanitas, no, Mikhail is like, he thought he died, but then someone helped him. Who's that someone? I feel like it's I would have said Dr. Moreau, but I don't think so. I feel like it's that dude that they mentioned in the previous episode during the Beast of Givaudan's arc. Marcus Machina. We haven't seen who that person is. I feel like it's that person that helped him. Like Machina is like machine, and you see Mikhail's hand is like, it's a machine, a robot hand, whatever. And then you have this robot animal that's like protecting him. So as he was saying that someone helped him, Vanitas started feeling angry, and then he started shooting at Mikhail. And then Noe got in the way of that because it's like, if you kill him, then Domi is gonna kill himself. Vanitas did not notice Domi at first, but he was telling Noe that he didn't care. Even as he was saying all those things, I knew deep inside he cared, but he's not showing it. I don't know what happened. Maybe what happened between him, Luna, and Mikhail has been so traumatizing or whatever that it supersedes his caring for other people, like in this particular moment. But when he was saying all those things, I didn't believe it, And Mikhail just, well, no, it was, no way. Noah was telling Vanitas that he can't let Domi die because, he lost Louis, and Vanitas like Louis. And then that's when Mikhail just started going and telling Noe about how Domi felt like she should have been the one that was cursed. She should have been the one that died. And that's when Noe had this flashback of after Domi cut her hair short to look exactly like Louis, and Noe told her that he liked when her hair was long, and he loved that about her as well, and all that. That's where it clicked for Noe that, oh, so that's why she had her hair short, so that she can look like Louis and all of that. So that was breaking her heart. And then you have Vanitas there that's like, I don't care. Noe was trying to tell. He was trying to be respectful of Vanitas, telling him not to drink from him, And Vanitas didn't care. In this particular moment, he didn't care. And Domi's life was in the balance. So they like launched at each other and just started fighting. And Vanitas was using the books to create all these automatons, I think that's what they're called, and all that. Just creating all these things to go after Noe. Because physically, Vanitas is clearly weaker than Noe. So he was using all these things. And Noe was also going after him, defending himself against those things and trying to get to him and all of that. And then you cut to Dante, who was injured, sort of, and they were like, okay, what happened to you? And he's like, Vanitas is the one that did this to me, and he got my gun. And what was that? The other one's name starts with a J. what was his name again? Johan. Johan was like, they came to a point where they were like, those two are probably fighting each other or whatever. And Johan is like, normally, NOE will defeat Vanitas, no problem. But the thing is, NOE has never killed anybody, you know? So the fact that Vanitas knows that about him, that sort of gives Vanitas an advantage over NOE, you know? And it was proven during the fight because at one point they were like launched at each other. And in the split second or whatever, NOE was like, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. So he held back and Vanitas was able to, like cut him. Was it on the neck or something or other like that? And then after that particular scene, that's when NOE started thinking, I could have killed him. But I held back. And, Vanitas is going after me because he knows that I don't want to kill him. So he figured that out as well. But Vanitas was just so hell-bent on killing him because he's like, they showed a flash of Luna telling Vanitas not to let anyone drink his blood or something, get access to his memories. So before they even actually got into the fight itself, Vanitas was like, no, not before. I think it was after the first shot. No way, when we launched at him and shot him. Before they went back into it, that's when he was like, kill him. Like, it was sort of like a mantra that he kept repeating to himself. Kill that vampire and all of that. And I was asking myself if when Luna told him not to let anyone drink from him and get access to his blood, to his memories and everything, I was wondering if he sort of like hypnotized Vanitas, to not let that happen. And that's why he kept repeating that, like it was something that was done to him, that he has to protect his blood, and kill whoever wants access to it. But it turns out that Vanitas did that to himself. He sort of like hypnotized himself to not let anyone get access to him. So as they were fighting, NOE just like kept replaying scenes with Vanitas. They've been spending all this time together, but he really doesn't know anything about Vanitas. He knows that Vanitas looks at someone that knows everything, but he doesn't know anything about him. And he doesn't like it, but he still, he still wants that closeness that they have. So he's telling Vanitas, let's just please stop this, But Vanitas just kept going, And then he's like, he figured out that Vanitas has been pushing everyone away. Like, that's his thing. He's been pushing everyone away. And when even Jean, he said that the only reason why he sort of like approached her or whatever was because he felt like she would never love him. So he knew that, well, he thought he knew that there was never not really going to be anything between them two, and he doesn't let anyone get close to him. And he said, NOE said that when he, Vanitas said that at least you'll be free, that he equated being free to being alone. And when Vanitas was coming after NOE and he was like, kill that vampire, but not Vanitas, NOE is just like, I am not that vampire, my name is NOE, and that sort of broke something in Vanitas, maybe broke the spell that he put on himself or something. And I don't know if he actually, like, he had his a sword or whatever, his weapon in his hand. I don't know if he stuck it into NOE or not, but yeah, that's where they sort of like ended that, you know. Um, I don't know. Meanwhile, you had Domi over there, and he was having this eternal monologue because she could clearly see that Noe was getting hurt. And then apparently, if the bell rings, the clock rings, chimes, or something or other like that, she was gonna throw herself down. As she was saying that, I'm like, for some reason, I thought because she's a vampire, she should be able to survive a fall from a certain height, right? To fall from a height, you're a vampire. Aren't you supposed to have like super strength and you know some kind of healing ability? I don't know, something. I guess I'm thinking of other shows, other vampire shows, but that's just what I was thinking to myself. Like you should not die from a fall, right? But apparently she would have died. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna throw myself down. The only way to basically free Noe is take myself out of the equation. And she said at one point that he wasn't gonna cry anymore. And I'm like, what? What kind of thought process is that? If you kill yourself, he's not gonna cry anymore. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Any kind of sense at all. And then she had a vision of Louis. Louis was like, no, you're not really doing this for Noe. She's probably doing it for herself, because ever since Louis died, she felt and she learned that they were twins and all of those things. She felt like she should have been the one to die. So that vision of Louis was basically telling her that you just wanna, take yourself out of the equation or whatnot. But thankfully, Jan showed up and saved her. But then she turns around and it was like started fighting Jan, and she's like, I hate you. Probably because of Noe now seeing Jan a certain way. So, and then Mikhail just showed up behind him. It's like, anyone that wants to harm us, so she should basically protect him or them or something from anyone that would try to harm him or something or other like that. So now it's like there's going to be a fight between Jan and Domi, and then Jan told Noe to keep an eye on Vanitas. And I'm trying to see what was that scene. What did that scene really mean? Like when Noe looked at himself and he's like, is this what I look like or something or other like that? Like, seeing his injured face and everything. I wonder what was that supposed to mean? I don't know. But it was after that he basically told Vanitas that he wasn't that vampire, that he was Noe, and that's where the episode ended. I wonder, is the next episode the last episode? Because I feel like, I know we were getting close to the end. Yeah, it is the last episode. I wonder how they're gonna end this. I feel like this is probably based on a manga, right? I feel like, because I don't think the story is gonna be complete in the last episode. Like, there are still many unanswered questions like floating around there. Like, I was still, even during the fight between these two, I was still wondering in the back of my mind when what was his name again? The one that sort of like hypnotized Noe and was like, you were gonna do this for me whenever I needed or something or other like that. Ruthven, yeah. What Ruthven did to Noe, that's still there. I don't know when that's gonna come into play. If it's gonna come into play next episode, I don't know. Who's Makis Makina? I don't know. Why did they want Noe involved with the Beast of Gévaudan's thing? A bunch of stuff out there. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like this last episode won't answer everything. I'm like, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it ends. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini, and you can also see the full length for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Freedom, freedom, forgive me.